I'm fine with it. Like, I'm a whole weirdo. I didn't have the TV on until like Thursday this whole week.
I love silence is beautiful.
Being quiet, listening to the birds. I was reading, I was writing, I was asleep. Girl, child, no. It the curiosity is annoying. That's what it is. And because they can't place it or understand it or figure it out, or it's something that they haven't seen in their own home or whatever, then they label it. And you would think historically how much trouble they've gotten into, they would stop.
Right.
Cut it the fuck out. Please.
Stop trying to give everyone your labels. Maybe
I don't want it.
Maybe I need to let you know who I am, and then we'll just go from there. But
no, but I mean, you could tell them how you are, and it still is not going to change the fact of what they think you are.
Yeah,
that's a comment and saying all the words that describe me in the entire world, and you're still going to think I'm whatever is made up in your head, just because whatever goes on their head, they think that's fact.
What about from our men? What about from our Black men who think we're angry?
I think they're a joke. I do. I do. I think the Black men who perpetuate the stereotype of angry Black women, they're a fucking joke. Because there are other Black men who don't. They understand because there
are Black men who are like, I get it.
I get it.
Give you the time to feel your feelings and give you a moment to sit in it or want to talk about it whenever you're ready. Whatever, I'm gonna give you some time. Yeah, those are men. I have this one friend, and we've been friends for like 5 years, and it's very similar to a white person trying to figure me out, because I don't show him certain things about me or share the softer version of me, because you right there with it. He arm's length, bro. He calls me petty because when he does not understand my response to something, and I'm like, I don't care. Well, that's petty. How the fuck is it petty? I don't care. Right. Like, and then I'm just like, there are so many other words than petty. Like, say petty. I am the least petty person in the world, because again, there's nothing to gain from me putting energy into making someone else feel shitty. I'm not going to get Mario stars. Like, why do I care? So, and the same thing that you were saying, Shanice, as far as someone making you angry, like, there aren't that many people. No. There's not many instances where I can give my energy to, but when someone says you're angry or petty, it's just like, well, that's lazy of you.
Yeah, I'm about to say it's very lazy. Most of the time when they use those kind of words, like even just angry by itself or like petty, it's because they lack emotional intelligence.
Right.
I can say that, but he'll probably hear this. Yeah, you.
A lot of times when people put labels, it's because you don't understand what's going on, because you're not dealing with it. You lack the emotional intelligence. And like you said, Shanice, the ones that are saying that we're angry Black women, they're the same ones in the same breath saying that's why I like white women.
Right.
In that same breath. Right. And they're the same ones that when they get mad, they chopping shit off. So
does that happen a lot, or was that one instance?
No, I mean, I'll be reading. I don't know if it's real or not, but they do a lot of crazy stuff. I was watching the one thing about murder. What was it? Yesterday was murder in Chicagoland, and the one guy, granted, the husband was wrong for cheating, but the girl was crazy and like killed the wife and everything. So there's a lot of instances of that's not coming from Black women.
If that's anger, then I've never been angry. I can't imagine myself like harming.
It's psychotic, right?
Yeah, like I don't know, like just. I don't even like when I'm making chicken or turkey for the kids, I don't even like cutting it. Like, no. Can you imagine like putting a knife in the knife?
Right. That's what I'm saying. You call me angry just because I have an attitude or my tone change. People are out here killing.
Right.
Yeah.
There's levels to my anger, and I have never reached the psychosis, as you said, level. You're welcome.
I don't be caring about stuff. Nothing. I'm not gonna lie. Even something like that. Okay, he cheated, so you killed somebody. No,
right.
I'm going to gather. Actually, I'm going to gather your belongings because you're up out of here. I'm not.
You're gonna hurt him more by leaving his life. Like, people don't understand. Like, if you're doing all the things you're supposed to do, ending a relationship that is no longer serving you for whatever the reason is, that person is going to feel your absence.
Yeah.
Like, feel it for a long time. Like, it's no need for me to be crazy or put you out there. We good. You got it.
You'll be living your best life for the first few months, and then that shit's gonna hit you, and then you're gonna be trying to come knocking.
Yeah, and it's over.
And decline. It's like a card. Decline. Sorry. Don't even try again later. Bye.
Yeah. No. Once I'm done, I'm done. But I'm not killing over it. I'm not gonna ruin my life. That's the thing. That's how I know we're not actually that angry.
We're not angry.
Right.
We're not angry.
And because I think a lot of it's like I have that I don't care attitude all the time, and it comes off as though I'm nonchalant or I'm angry or I'm mean or I just don't, or like I'm petty or whatever. And it's just like I don't have the time to put the energy into it because I have 30 other million things going on that on the level of giving a fuck, you're at the bottom.
Yeah. And not to mention, if I actually do give it energy and effort and we start to go into like this war words, it's going to be nasty. Because once I engage, I am coming for you. And we're engaging. We're doing it. Yeah. So let's just not do it. Let's just keep it cute. Let's keep it cute. I don't care. Let's give each other some space.
Because I'm coming for the belt and the championship. And
I don't want to be that person.
Of course, this is coming from our perspective because, we got things to lose and we've grown and we've seen some things, but we can't say that there aren't women who perpetuate a certain stereotype.
Yes.
Or just nasty. Like, we're in the supermarket. Why are you cussing at your kid and cussing at the cashier?
Right.
What is wrong, boo? Please. And you want to step in and be like, but at the same time, you're embarrassed because like, all right.
Right.
So I think that, again, most of what we spoke of last week as far as, shades of black and different nuances and how there are a range of emotions that we experience, and it sucks because of economics and, your neighborhood. Those things are top of mind for other people where they don't know where their next meal is coming from, and all they're trying to do is get out of the store because maybe they feel a certain way, like they wanted to buy more, or they don't know if their card's gonna go through and the kid is wanting some gummy worms. But it's still like, damn, like just like we know Becky's and Susie's and Katie's are Lorena Bobbitt people and on Snapped over and over again. We aren't saying all white ladies are man murderers.
Right.
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 Somehow we can differentiate that.
Right. So what the heck? It comes down to the same thing. We do all of this work to get y'all, and y'all just be like, oh, no. No, just one. I've only seen one type of apple. One, and it's only one apple. The same, and that's it. Like, no. There's Granny Smith. There are Macintosh.
I think it goes back
people are the same way. There are so many different. We have so many different personalities, so many different goals and lives that we come from and we're going towards. Putting us into one category is unfair.
It's very unfair, but it's because of our history of the reason why we have to be so adaptable, because you uprooted us. And we had our whole lives turned upside down, and we have had to deal with it our whole entire lives through many different generations. They haven't.
Agree.
So they only see one apple because that's all they know, because they lump us all together, where we see arrays of different kinds of apples, and there's plenty of fruits in the world because we've had to learn to use them, to cook them, to do whatever. It's our, like you said, it's our lifestyle.
And what am
but it was forced upon us.
When someone only seasons their food with salt and pepper. That's why.
Yeah,
that's where it started. That's where
we live in a world of black and white, literally. Yeah. Salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper. That's all. Like, you can only use salt and pepper. Look on Pinterest. Everything that you make is going to say salt and pepper. Y'all want no cayenne.
To taste. And it's just like, you don't gotta taste good.
Like, no adobo. No, I don't want it.
See, that's I can say chopping up and down that season now.
Right. Right now, as a community, we are angry, but we're still not even
outraged. Though we're outraged, and we're
not even allowed to express it though. Like it's still like any convening of a group. It's like, okay, so we had to do this to stop the protests.
Right.
Well, why can we not protest when they're protesting because they want haircuts? Like, we're protesting because y'all
at the Capitol.
Y'all murdered somebody. Like,
look how y'all went into Flint. Y'all did not go into Flint like you were dealing with respectable citizens.
Right.
While people are with AK-47s and assault rifles at the Capitol, and we're just standing there like nothing's happening.
Nothing happened. Yelling in the officers' faces, and you're just like, oh, okay. It's okay. Calm down.
Get cussed out on
Simmer down. Simmer down.
So here I go being me again.
Yeah,
it comes down to epigenetics, honestly. Like, we're conditioned a certain way. And just like we have traumas that are in our DNA from what our ancestors had to deal with, every time we experience something, there is a triggering, and it comes down to just the human point of trying to survive. So if we can say anything, that, the narrative that I try to give my children is, they're fearful. And it's not like I'm giving you sympathy for treating me or my children or folks who are related to me and look like me differently because you're afraid, because I'm afraid also. And my trauma is in my bones. It's on a cellular level. Stuff that I haven't even actually experienced, but it lives in my body, and I have to pass it on to my children no matter what. I think that the conversations, we're in an era where we can have conversations, but it still comes down to who's up to listen, and if allies are actually up to translating in the way that it can be received for folks who are just like, well, no, I love my country and that's it. Like, fuck your country, bro. Like, like for real. So when I try to understand why we're constantly put in different categories, and why it seems like we're beating our heads against walls over and over again for the same subjects and the same conversations, it's beyond conversation from us. So we have to depend on the people who can hear us, those allies, to translate it and be honest about, okay, no, I don't really understand what they're going through, but this is how it was explained to me. And if we take away all the layers of, sexuality, how you were raised, economics, however we present, and bring it down to just being a human being, I think that is a space where we can be like, okay, I get why you might react that way, but do you understand why I'm reacting this way?
Right.
So if there are any allies listening, please talk to your people, because we talking to you. Yeah. We need you to talk to your people who not listening.
Take them.
A lot of times I feel like we want to have conversations, but it is just circular motion.
Yeah.
Like, it really doesn't go anywhere.
It sounds good, but
yeah.
What happened? What are y'all doing with it? Are y'all not taking it back to white Twitter? I just want to.
You and these Twitters.
I just have questions. Like, take it back to the people who look like you, because those.
There we go. That's the gem for the day. Take it to the people who look like you, and for folks who are like me and who don't really thrive on, communicating with people. Maybe I should just do that more. And like you said, explain who I am, Shanice. Like, so you don't have me fucked up, so to speak. Don't automatically think I'm angry. These are the things that I would say describe me, because I got other things to worry about.
And once I tell you, and then you choose to ignore that, now we can have a different conversation. And I probably will be angry by them.
There's that.
Tried it. No.
Okay.
Look at us with our A's.
That was really good. That was really good.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think it's time for us to move on to They Got Me Fucked Up. And this is the time when we discuss how people have us individually and collectively fucked up. Anybody have anything?
Other than just the obvious one that we already talked about. I think that, honestly, as a community, I think that the situation has us fucked up. The fact that things can still play out in this way, the fact that Black lives can just be so disregarded, the fact that you would not treat animals the way that you treat Black people, and move so slow on it. If someone beat their dog in the street right now, someone would be on the phone calling. There is absolutely no way. First of all, did you guys see that show on Netflix? It was a cat movie. It was something cats. I hate cats. So it was a documentary.
Oh yeah, and they were on the dark web, and he was killing cats, and they were trying to find them. Do
Do you see that?
Oh
But do you see the lengths that they will go to?
Oh my gosh. Yeah.